both regulatory and economic factors influence strategy by a huge amount. Regulators, as you've seen in the financial services sector, act both as arbiters and also as guidance, guides, so to speak. And given that, you often find that industry is forced to work to accomplish not only their goals, but their wishes, so to speak. So I think regulatory impact has a huge influence on the strategy of a company simply because it ultimately determines what they can and cannot do. As it relates to economic factors, well, most businesses are in the trade to make money. And how you get access to that money and how you're ultimately able to take advantage of the economic circumstances is hugely an impact of macro and microeconomic circumstances. So obviously, depending on what area of the economy you're in, some are more leading indicators, others are more lagging, but clearly the general economic climate has a huge impact on a business and ultimately its strategy. And it's no laughing matter that they call it a recession for a reason. You know, you recede from where you are. So in both of these, both the regulatory impact as well as the economic circumstances will ultimately influence your strategy and your modus operandi. I believe change is a factor of both internal and external circumstances. And ultimately, a company's ability to react to change or a willingness to change itself is from a simultaneous meeting of the mind, so to speak, where there is an internal driver or an endemic factor, such as the management or the employees who believe certain processes or certain aspects or certain businesses need to be exploited further. And then there is also the external factors, your competitive landscape, where you stack up with your other competitors, and more importantly, whether your business is still relevant. And I think relevance has a huge impact on one's ability to understand not only your strategy, but your willingness to affront the challenges that you have from within. The fact of the matter is that not everybody ultimately is forced to look into that from the perspective of the outside looking in or the inside looking out, because most of the time we're busy trying to just meet our quarterly earnings or meet our sales objectives or make our superiors happy. I think a company's ability to change is clearly a result of leadership, but also of hiring the right people and the people who can ask themselves the what-if questions as a way of entry rather than as a way of looking back.